What's up, guys? Welcome in. Didn't plan on going live tonight. Didn't plan on making a video tonight. Really planned on celebrating and going the hell to bed. But here we are. So I apologize. I'm sure the thumbnail wasn't very good. I'm sure the title wasn't very good. I'm sure this broadcast won't be very good. But much like Kentucky in the past 5 years, nothing here is going very damn well. So here we are. I know I'm glad to see a lot of you guys already here in the chat, leaving comments. Athir, UK fan, Christopher, great Kentuckian. It's good to see you guys, even if it has to be on such bad terms. I know you guys are with me on this one. Tonight sucked, man. Tonight was bad. Like I said, this is probably going to be one of my worst live stream video, whatever you want to call it. This wasn't planned. Zero thought has been put into this. Yeah, UK fan, 96. I'm kind of with you, man. I don't want to talk about it either, to be quite honest with you. But I feel like I have to. This isn't going to be the most rational, the most logical, the most precise video you guys see after this loss, but we're here to talk about it. So just real quick, hope everybody joins in. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. Just because we suck doesn't mean I'm going to stop posting videos. We got, obviously, a lot to talk about this year. We got a long off season coming, potentially 2 weeks longer than I wanted it to be. But we got a lot to talk about. A lot's coming up. So make sure, if you're not already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, all of that fun stuff. Follow me over on Twitter at Wildcat Cave BBN. Find all my stuff there. Let me adjust this light real quick. It's kind of washing me out just a little. All right, that's a little better. You might see it in the picture behind me, but I ain't got time to fix that. I think all of you guys are just as frustrated as I am. I might have to pull some stuff up here on my phone. So apologize if there's some breaks. Like I said, I didn't plan on doing this. I didn't plan on any of this. This is not where I wanted to be tonight. So let's talk about it. Overall, the Cats were never, we were in it the entire game. We were within striking distance. However, we just didn't make the plays. We didn't make the plays we needed to make. We never got really ahead by more than a few points. Every time we made a run, Goki would hit some ridiculous three, and that's kind of what has me up in the air about this game and about this team and about just kind of everything right now. Is it Cal's fault? Is it the players' fault? Is it just bad luck? To me, it seems like all of the wonderful run that we had from 2010 to 2019, it's like the universe is saying, here's your punishment. Like, you had it too good for too long. A dude hit 10 threes on us. That's and none of them. Maybe 2 or 3 were easy. It was come off a screen, not look at the rim, and just chuck it and hope it goes in. And every one of them, man. That should be on the scouting report, right? Like, we should all know this dude's taken 8 shots from a 2-pointer all freaking year, and we know he's going to do nothing but shoot threes. We got to fix that, and we just didn't. In the second half, obviously, it was a lot better. Reeves played the best defense he's played all year. Shout out to that dude, man. While I'm talking about Reeves, dude, that was his last game at Kentucky. He was 1-2 in the NCAA tournament at his time here, and he's going to leave as the leading scorer in the Calipari era. One of the best volume shooters Kentucky's ever seen. Should have been an All-American. Was All-SEC. Give Reeves his freaking flowers, man. That dude has been awesome. Nothing less than elite. Nothing less than just plumb amazing. Like, without that dude, this season's a disaster. And I think all of you guys agree with me. But like I said, back to this game, is it coaching that gives up that many threes? Is it just pure luck that he's hitting the most ridiculous shots? man, I don't know. Like I said, the game just ended. You guys are seeing this live reaction. Like, this is, I probably shouldn't have went live because I don't have a ton to say. I don't know, man. Let's take some comments. I'll feed off that. This team is probably the only team in the Calvary that's ever held opponents have a career game. I mean, listen, here's what I tweeted out earlier on my, not the Wildcat Cave Twitter, on my personal Twitter. I mean, let's think about it. Kimba, Kaminsky, Luke May, Doug Eddert, this dude, Goki. Like, we've had now 5 guys go just absolutely nuts on us and just run us clean out of the gym. We are the best shooting team in the damn country, and we get blown out. Like, I mean, it's not a blowout, but like, we get like, we never had a chance in this game. The dude was banking in threes. Once I saw Trey Mitchell bank the free throw in, I was like, it's over. We just don't have a chance. Oh, let's take a look. We need more of the. Listen, I know we're all really down right. Please, somebody post a positive comment because I mean, if you guys can't tell, I didn't clean. I didn't organize. I got my iPad just laying here. I don't have any bourbon. It's a Michelob Ultra night. I mean, it's rough. It's rough over here at the Wildcat Cave. Okay. Anyway, let's figure it out. Who do we want to start? Let's start with the most recent. Christopher, too many people care for you to effing lose on. I agree. I can't argue. The talent has been there, and the same players will go to the NBA and go crazy. It's a coaching problem. Listen, while we're still early in this thing, I do want to say, like I said, I don't know if it's a coaching thing. The dude hit crazy shots. However, the results we've had in the past 5 years have not been Kentucky good. It hasn't been Kentucky standard. It hasn't been acceptable. It hasn't been anything remotely close to what Kentucky basketball should be. Just flat out, point blank. Sorry, I keep looking down. I'm pulling up my DraftKings. Maybe I won a little money tonight. Let me check. It's not cashed out yet. Antonio did hit that. Reed screwed me. Let's talk a little bit about Reed Sheppard. I love the dude. I know he's a lot of your all's favorite players. He was one of my favorite players. Kentucky kid, comes here. There's signs. The Lord said a shepherd will lead us. And tonight, I'm emotional. I'm reacting live. I don't want to say something I don't mean. But right now, it seems like he didn't lose us the game. But he sure as hell didn't win it. He got lost on defense. He let Golke get wide open a few times. He can't play defense. He took like 3 shots and hit 1. The dude is shooting over 50% from 3. He's shooting an amazing field goal percentage and lost the game on 3 shots. That is scared. That's tight. He was not prepared. He can't perform at the big moments. I know we've seen it all year from him. He's shown in the regular season he can be that guy, and then we get to the biggest game of his career, and he shits the bed. I don't cuss on this channel, but he shit the bed. Okay. Let's try to find something positive. I'm excited to see how the bracket challenge. Shut up, Brett. Shut the hell up. I don't want to even look at that bracket. UK fan, I'm man. YouTube channel, not YouTube, whatever, dude. I'm a fan. I'm not media. I don't have any ties to this team. I don't have any ties to UK other than being a fan. And this is what a fan looks like. If you guys want a really good video to go watch, I'm sure most of you guys have seen it. If you really want a good video to go watch about what it means to be a Kentucky fan, Stephen Peak, who I had on the channel back in February, He works for Kentucky Sports Radio, KSR. Go over their YouTube channel. He posted one this week about, why does Kentucky basketball mean so much to us? Go watch that video. He does more editing. He's much more adept at the technology side of this than I am. He put out a great video of what does it mean to be a Kentucky fan. And this is just straight. I mean, this is raw, man. Like, again, it's too fresh I'm not going to call for Cal's job tonight. I know that's what a lot of you guys are here for. It's what a lot of you guys want. And I'm frustrated, man. I don't know. Let me sleep on it. Let me think about it a day or two. I'll have a video to you guys out Monday or Tuesday with my more rational thoughts on what everything was. And yeah. Okay. Let's see. Reed Shepherd's legacy might be permanently damaged after tonight. He was the worst player on the floor. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I love Reed, man. That dude is going to go to the NBA and be a star. I love that he's from London, the 606. I love all of that, man. But you show up, National Freshman of the Year, biggest game of your career. You go 1 for like 3 and have probably at least that many turnovers and just piss down your leg in the biggest spot. And that kills me for that kid because I wanted him to go for 25 tonight, lead us to the win. Even at halftime, I was like, we've seen Reed have a bad half and then come out and win us the game. He'll have like 4 points going to half and finish with 27. Like, it happens. I get it. Like, I was going into halftime down 3 confident, and we just pissed the bed, man. And then Antonio did everything he could, had like 27 tonight. Trey started off pretty poorly and then came alive. Man, God, this one hurts, man. This one hurts. Let's see what's next. Let's see. Athir, you say read your comment. I'm going to go try to find it. Give me just a second. I will be positive after heartbreak loss. I will say this. We need to get older. Stop this freshman thing's not working, my bro. Please, if Coach Cal stays. Man, I do understand what you're saying. College basketball is getting older. With that said, this year is the last year of the COVID year and the 7th, 8th year seniors. It's about to get younger again. So I do think going back to the freshmen will start to work again. But shit. Something has to change here, bro. Something has to change. This is as painful of a loss. Kansas State sucked last year. St. Peter's happened. 9-16 happened. This might be the most painful loss since 2015. After having an awful year, look, Cal in 2020 had built up goodwill. It was a terrible season. 9-16, not good at Kentucky. But we excused it. And then St. Peter's. If they beat Tennessee tonight, then I'm a St. Peter's. I'll be a Peacock. Hell with it. And then have an okay year last year. And then you lose in the second round. We haven't seen a Sweet 16 since 2019. We haven't won an SEC tournament game since that 2018 win. We're 1-5 now. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. Let's see. It's a team effort, not just on Reed going 9 for 28 on three-pointers, missing 5 free throws and 11 turnovers is big. Not right to shit on the 18, 19-year-olds when it's everyone. It is everyone. You're right about that. However, Trey Mitchell started bad, but had one of his better games. He wanted to win. Antonio Reeves was not scared of the moment. 9 for 28, that's like a 33% thing, and we were really bad for a long time. Okay, let's see. Let's get some people on here that haven't said nothing. Okay. The real MVP. You're right. Everyone is to blame for the loss, but Shepard was the worst player on the floor, so he should get the blame. You're right. Man, like I said, I hate to dog on that kid, man. He had such an amazing year. Had such an amazing year, like National Freshman of the Year, SEC Freshman of the Year, just out of his mind. He was our worst ranked recruit, and then he comes out and has this amazing year and lays an egg in the tournament. That is not fun. Not fun. Like I said, even at halftime, I thought he was coming back. And Goki, what do you say about that dude? He's shot 8 shots out of over 300 on the year from 2-point land. Is that just not on the scouting report? Are we just not looking at these teams and seeing that the one dude on their damn team who doesn't shoot twos, and we're just leaving him open? We're not fighting through screens. We're not doubling him until the second half. He hit 7 threes in the first half, which is more than any team has ever made against Kentucky in a tournament game. And we let him break the record in the first half and then go for 3 or 4 more in the second. I don't understand how that happens. Every time Antonio Reeves was on him, Reeves played as good a defense as he's played all year long. And then everybody else that touched that dude had crapped the bed. Rob and Reed and DJ was okay, but still let him get too many wide open shots. Like, I don't know, guys. This one, I'm telling you, hurts, man. I'm not having fun right now. Let's see. It hurts because I love Shepard and the way he plays. Built for March. Time for change. Like I said, I'm not getting into the coaching thing. Tonight, I will calm down over the next day or two, and I will address that in my next video. Let's see. This whole game, we look very similar to all the games we lost before. Missed free throws, Reed not shooting, crazy shots by the opponent, and they always said first-round defense. Yes, they absolutely did. Just bad, man. Athir, Athir, that's a good point. I hadn't mentioned our starting lineup all year, but we start a lineup that we don't play the rest of the game. We start a lineup that we don't play the entire game, except for that 2-minute stretch to start. What the hell is that? How do you do that? How do you start a lineup that is not only not your best lineup, possibly your worst lineup? And then they start 1 for 13 in the game, and we're up 4 points. We are up 4 points against a mid-major who started 1 for 13. We should have been up 15-3 at that point. I don't know. I don't know how you justify that. I think it should have been changed a long time ago. I get Cal's thing about not taking these dudes' spirit or whatever the hell he says. But at some point, numbers are numbers. Lineups produce or they don't produce. If that lineup is not good enough to play the rest of the game, why are they starting for you? I don't get it. Does Mitch need to make a statement? It's not going to do any good. I mean, maybe like if he comes out and say this sucks. He said it last year. He said this has been unacceptable. This is not good. What's a statement going to do? I don't know if you guys can hear that. My dog is asleep in the back of the room snoring. But yeah, I mean, what does he do? What does he do? I don't know. I mean, Mitch can't fire him. Mitch don't have the money to fire him. It's 30 some. Well, like I said, we'll talk about that. It's going to be a long ass off season, so we got plenty to talk about. Plenty of videos. Subscribe. Let's see. Do you think after Reed played, he'll still declare for the draft? Well, let's talk about that because that's a good question. Do I still think Reed goes to the draft? I think it's definitely hurt his draft stock. Does he go? and I'll make a video about this too, about who stays and who goes. I don't know. It really depends on how NBA teams view this game versus his whole season. I'm still going to lean that he goes because I don't think he's going to drop out of the lottery. Like, he's not number one anymore for sure, but I don't think he drops completely out of the lottery. But if he's on that like 15 to 20 range, there's an argument to come back. And I hope he does because I think he can be really good. But he definitely pissed down his leg tonight. Just another questionable call by Cal. He's lost. It's like he promised the players they would start if they sign. Why else would he do it? I mean, he's always done this where like he doesn't change his lineup. No matter, we saw it with Khalil Whitney. You saw it with a bunch of dudes over the years. He does it, he's trying to, and it worked. To Cal's credit, and I'm not trying to be a Cal defender tonight because there's a lot we can criticize. It worked with Justin Edwards. He finally broke out after everybody, including myself, called for him to be out of the lineup. It worked. So there is something to not taking these dudes out of the starting lineup. But it didn't work tonight, did it? True, that first starting lineup is getting more guys drafted. I think KSR said 32. Yes, they did. I actually think it was 32 out of 33, not 34, but whatever. That makes it worse. One away from our worst lineup was in the game all night. And if you guys, I don't know if I've said it on the channel, but just in my everyday life, or if you follow me on Twitter, Ugana Onyenso should not have played the minutes he played. The dude is 7'1" and has gosh dang boat paddles for hands. Couldn't catch his ass with both hands if he tried. And the amount of rebounds that he missed or went off his hands, the amount of putbacks that we missed. Justin Edwards with a missed dunk with no one around him. Okay. Let's go. We're gonna not try to give me an aneurysm tonight. Okay. Kentucky needed to give Oakland hope like Tennessee, UNC, and Iowa State did today. We gave them all the hope. I mean, before the game, Oakland, their coach, their players, they were cocky as could be, dude. Kentucky has no post presence. We're going to do what we do. We're going to run them off the three-point line. And that's exactly like they told us what they were going to do and did it. Like without issue. Without issue. They did everything they said they were going to do. Is it possible we get three players back? A big, Reed, and Rob. Rob and Reed, almost definitely no. A big, which one do you get back? I mean, let's think about it. I posted today that heavy like chatter out there that Bradshaw is hitting the portal. Ugo likely to hit the portal. He did hit the portal last year. And then Z, I mean, wasn't eligible half the year, but kind of always had the mindset of I'm here and I'm gone because the NBA already kind of wants me. So I would say we get one of them back, but I couldn't tell you who. I couldn't tell you who we get back, honestly, because right now it's looking like all three kind of got a foot out the door. Reed and Rob, though, no. Are any of the freshmen ready for the league? They played against a couple grown men tonight that aren't NBA ready. What's going to happen when you have to line it up against NBA players? But how many times have we said that? Like, look at all the dudes we just like. Take Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, for example. Didn't produce a ton, really, at Kentucky. Didn't start over Quade, and then is now almost the MVP of the NBA. Like, I mean, maybe, but I don't know, dude. I don't know what to think. UK didn't. No, he's damn right we didn't deserve to win. We got our ass beat all night. All night. By a division. I mean, they moved to Division I like 15 years ago. Like, by a team that is not good. Like, they play against NKU, for God's sake. Like, they went 1-1 against Northern Kentucky. What the hell are we doing, man? I think God block that dunk. No other explanation. That's going to be my comment of the night. I like that. Add to it. If it wasn't divine intervention, I mean, I saw a tweet at halftime. That who posted it? I don't remember. It was talking about that missed dunk, and it was ridiculous. Just how do you miss that dunk? All right, let's see. 3 7-footers, and none of them have ever stood out this year. They all had about one good game each. Rotating them so much may have been a set. I mean, I don't know that. I don't know if can y'all hear this chair squeaking? It is so loud. I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't know, man. The 7-footers, you're right. They all had about one, maybe two good games, and then I don't know. Like they just didn't show up. They've scored like a combined like 6 points in 3 games. Like, how are you 7 foot? Their starting center is 6'9", and then we can't score, we can't rebound, and we can't do a damn thing. As that, the worst part of this game is that they started 1 for 13, and our starting lineup went up 4-2. 4-2. We should have been up 15 points at that part. We couldn't hit shots. We missed dunks. We missed layups. We didn't rebound. Whatever that one possession was early in the game where they literally got like 5 offensive rebounds was just mind-boggling. I had just gotten my voice back from the SEC tournament and yelling at Orlando Poole, and now this happens. I don't know, guys. Let's see. Just another example of Cal being outcoached. I mean, it's sure – I'm not a basketball X and O guy. Maybe some of you guys are. I can't break down schemes and stuff like that. I just tell you what I see. I feel like I know a little bit. I know enough to not be ignorant, but like I don't know the X's and O's well enough to know that he got out coached or out schemed or they set this pick and we didn't. I don't know. All I know is the dude has taken 8 shots from inside the 3-point line and he made 10 tonight. Like that's what I know. A special team in such a sad ending. That's a great way to sum up this year, man. This team was fun. This team was likable. This team had everything. It had a Kentucky kid. It had everything. If Kentucky fans could mold a team, it's a legacy in DJ Wagner. It's a recruit you steal from Tennessee who was projected #1 overall. It's a fun-loving big like Aaron and Z. It's a rim protector like Ugo. It's Reed Shepherd. It's one of the most exciting players in Rob Dillingham. It's 2 veterans, one of which who is giving you one of the best Kentucky careers of all time in Antonio, and just wasted. The biggest mistake my coach made was not staying with Bradshaw from the start. I mean, maybe, but like he wasn't giving you a ton. Cal and the assistants failed to train these centers. That's really sad. They couldn't. Injured, just good to them. Okay. I mean, Kenny was the big guy whisperer, you know. Kenny was the guy that got our bigs in line and got them what they were with Carl Anthony and AD and Cousins. Kenny was that guy. And while he couldn't do nothing at Louisville, I think that's what he specializes in. And we just don't have that, man. We got John Welch, who's obviously a great offensive-minded coach and, you know, really turned around our offense this year. But he's not a big dude. He's a scheme. He's an X and O guy. And the one thing that's going to baffle me for maybe the next 57 years of my life is how bad we are defensively. And I don't even think we were terrible tonight defensively. I think they just hit some crazy threes. But like all year, just bad defense. And we are so athletic and we're so long. We were so much bigger than this team. All for nothing. Like all for nothing. To get beat in the first round by Oakland to be so athletic and so fun and to have all the pieces of what a Kentucky fan would build this team like. What do you do? What do you do? I'm going to turn this light down. It's kind of there. Well, it's probably too much. Whatever. Okay. Reeves was definitely the key to this team. Definitely the key. For all the people out there that just said that Reeves was not clutch and he didn't show up in big games, went 1 for 9 against Kansas State and whatever, man. That dude turned it on this year. He had a huge game tonight, did everything he could possibly do to keep us in this game. And the freshman let him down. Let him and Trey down, man. Because Trey, like I said, hadn't been great since he came off injury. Didn't start great tonight. But I don't know what he finished with. At one point, he had like 10 points, 11 boards. I don't know, man. That's disappointing that our star freshman couldn't be stars. DJ missed, I don't know how many layups. Edwards, I think, hit a 3 and maybe a jumper, and that was about it. Reed was absolutely useless. I don't know. I'm just glad there's no Oakland fans in here right now. Let's see. That's exactly why after 3 years I'm finally willing to point the finger at Cal. This team has 7 projected draft picks and seem to have it all. I don't know how Cal. Man, I don't want to get into the Cal stuff tonight. Brett, shut up. I'm definitely ignoring you. That's such a loser comment. There, it's on the screen. Bye. Okay. Reeves was the key. I'm convinced. Let's see. Man, this season, let's just talk about the season a little bit. I was telling my wife that when Rob is our leading scorer, we lose. Go back and look at all of our losses this year. Maybe not in all of them, but in the games where he had an amazing game, like 25, 30 points, we lost most, if not all of those games. Rob is the dude that will keep you in the game, but he will also shoot you out of the game in a hurry. He will take over a 10-minute stretch, but that's really all you can rely on him for. And we kept him and Reed in there way too long. I'm going to see if I can't pull up the box score here, because Reed Shepherd played way too many minutes. Let's see. He played 26 minutes. That's not good. Not when he went, let's see, what did he do? Oh my goodness. He was 1 for 5 from the field, and he played 26 minutes and passed up how many open shots, dude? You are literally the best shooter in the country, and you're passing up shots. Why? And if you look on Twitter from like media members that were at the game, every last one of them said these dudes were tight. They looked tense. They was not ready to play. Like, why is that? Why? At some point, that is what comes down to Cal. Like, forget X's and O's and schemes and coaching and whatever. That is what falls on Cal. These dudes should not have been tense. Oakland, of course, because just like every Kentucky team that plays in the tournament, the other team is the team that's loose and free and having fun and laughing and hitting threes and up 15, like against Kentucky. Kentucky basketball, the best program in college basketball. Not Kansas, not UCLA, not Duke, not North Carolina, not Louisville, not Indiana, not Michigan State. Kentucky has had the most sustained success from the start of college basketball to the end of college basketball. And for us to go 1 and 5 in the last 5 tournaments and win 1 SEC tournament game and not win an SEC title since 2018, regular season or tournament. It's pretty disappointing, guys. Pretty disappointing. Our 3 7-footers made 8 points combined, just like the 8. Man, for such a collection of height and talent, what an embarrassing group. Like, they called us out. They called us out before the game and said we did not have a post presence. And by God, they were right. Like, they proved that they were right. They talked their stuff and went out against a 3 seed as a 14, as a mid-major against the best program in college basketball and proved theirself right. How damn embarrassing it is to be a Kentucky fan since COVID. Thank you. See, that's the positive comments I need. I'm looking forward to watching you become Kentucky again. Dude, I'm telling you, when we're Kentucky, I'm unbearable. I mean, this is annoying, but I'm unbearable when we're good. So, like I've said, go back and watch my very first video where I introduced myself 3 years ago. I'm not a media member. I'm not a dude who sugarcoats it. I'm not any of that. I'm going to tell you as a fan how I feel. Like, I'm not smart. I don't know college basketball. I mean, I know football. I played it my whole life, but like, I don't know basketball that way. And my whole goal with this channel was to just straight up tell you guys how I feel. And that's what I try to do. And I think we all feel similar now. Like, I don't know, man. I really debated on trying to record a video tonight or like do this live stream, because I was like, if I do a live stream, I don't know what I'm going to say. Like, I'm kind of speechless, but I'm just getting on here and winging it. So, does Calipari stay? Y'all are pressing me on this Calipari stuff, man. Y'all are pressing me on it. I'm not going to make a statement tonight. I'm going to sleep on it. And then I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to go to work and I'm going to sleep on it again. And then maybe I'll give you an answer. And there's it's a different question on whether does he stay or should he stay? Like, is he going to because his buyout's $38 million or whatever it is? Or does he not? And another thing, I mentioned Stephen Peak earlier that was on the channel a while back for KSR. Go watch his, I think it was Jack Pilgrim and Stephen Peak on Sources Say on the KSR channel on their podcast. He said something like, after, they filmed like the selection show and that stuff, Stephen went in to get his camera and they were like, he heard Cal talking to Ellen and he was like, I mean, if they fire me, we'll buy an island, because he knows he has that money coming in, man. Kind of forgot about that till just now. That really kind of makes me upset. Okay. Let's see. Next. The results are saying that Cal isn't living up to the standard. That's no doubt. Cal was a good coach, but unfortunately, all things must come to an end. Again, you guys are trying to get me to say something I'm not trying to say right now. Rupp and Pitino helped shape the UK program of today. Cal had a good first half, and now he has made historical first. Went from being famous to infamous. I plead the fifth as of right now. If he stays, it's because the university doesn't want to lose. It's not that they don't want to lose it. I just don't think they have it. 155 days until football season. Cheers to that, boys and girls. All right, let's see. Had to try WC. I'm sorry. It's okay. Let's see. Thanks to Kentucky, I won $1,800.54. Well, congratulations. My parlay lost, but that's okay. I was willing to lose the $5, I bet. This is going to be the first Kentucky basketball season where I'm not going to look forward to. I mean, I kind of feel like, okay, so here's the thing. I agree. Like, as of right this second, Jaden Quaintance and Travis Perry and Billy Richmond, like, they say that this recruiting class coming up is supposed to be better than one we just had, but those names, they don't get me excited. Like, I haven't seen any of their stuff where I'm like, oh, we're gonna win. We're gonna win a bunch. In this 9 and 10, I mean, go watch my prediction video or like my season outlook video. I was like, I straight up told you guys, I said, I expect this team with the talent that we have and the coach that we have to go win no less. I think I said maybe 25, 24 games, something like that in the regular season. So like 25-6 was like my bottom tier. Like, we're at the bottom, but it's still a good season. And then I was like, if we lose like 6, 7, 8 games, like that stinks. We're not a 1 seed. We're probably like a 3, 4 seed. But, I mean, make a run the tournament. We're good. We got the talent to do it. And I was like, if we go 9 or 10 losses, like this season has been a disaster. And then we all fell. And I think we all agreed like 10 losses was a bad season this year. But like this team was so fun. Like we just loved them. We fell in love with this team. And then we kind of excused some of the stuff like UNC Wilmington and LSU and Texas A&M and these other losses like Gonzaga when they were bad and Kansas and just all these losses we just kind of excused because we loved the team so much and we showed that they can go put 120 on anybody. And then we come out tonight against a mid-major in Oakland and can't score 80 after we've averaged 89 the entire year. I don't know. If you, me personally, were the head coach, what would you do? If I am John Calipari, well, first off, I know Cal's in a different situation than me, but if you're telling me I'm getting paid $9 million a year and they can't fire me, sucks to be them. I'm here again, baby. Give me that $9 million. Give me that $38 million. I'll go piss off somewhere. But realistically, like, I kind of don't know what happens. Like, the next 3 months, actually probably 2 months, is going to be nuts. Like, the fan base is going to be up in arms. Cal's going to be defensive. But here's the thing. After tonight, we're not really going to hear from Cal very much. It's kind of just be like, I mean, it's going to be radio silent for weeks after tonight. So what do you do? Like, he's going to feel it. I feel like he's felt it all year. That's why after every big win, he stuck his chest out and told us how much we don't know. And after every loss, he sent out an assistant. But, like, what do you do? Because now, I've told you guys before in videos, like, if we have a bad March, I don't know what happens and I still don't know what happens this offseason. Like, it's going to be bad. This is not going to be this was the most important March in John Calipari's career. And we pissed the bed bad against a bad team as a 3 seed with maybe the easiest bracket we've ever had. And we pissed the bed. SEC is a fraud basketball league. They sure look like it this year. You're not going to get much argument out of me. I'm really looking forward to our comeback season. We all need it. The disappointment in the chat is palpable. It's coming, guys. Just wait. Listen, at the end of the day, yes, you're right. Nobody wants to hear it right now, Mr. UK fan 1996. But you're right. We are Kentucky basketball. We will win again. We will win another championship. We will make another Final Four. It seems dark right now, but we will make it. No, we are not the new Indiana because our fans still care. Our fans, like you guys, are still on here at almost 11 o'clock at night commenting and being upset. If we were Indiana, nobody would have watched the game. Everybody would have been in bed. But we are Kentucky, and we will be good again. I hate you. If it were me, Cal, I'd well, I mean, listen, there is a world where Cal says, I had DJ Wagner, I had the Kentucky kid, it didn't work. I've won a championship. Pay me 20 million and I ride off into the sunset and we're all friends. Which is going to be sad, man, because Cal has been the coach of this program since I was in 8th grade. And it has been one of the best rides of my life, like just skyrocketing all the way up until COVID. But since he has so much goodwill built up with the fan base. And then the past like 4 to 5 seasons have just been bad. And that sucks, man. That sucks. Let's see. If Cal stays, massive boos will be happening during. I don't think he'll give a speech. He hasn't given a real speech in 2 or 3 years. It's hard to complain about the bracket when you're. I mean, I don't think anybody's complaining. I mean, listen, you get Oakland, who plays a style you want to play, and obviously didn't beat. But then after that, you play Texas Tech, who you're much better than. And then you go to Marquette, who also plays the style you want to play, and you'll hang 120 on them. And then you get Houston, which sucks, but you're in the Elite Eight, and who cares? Like, it's what it is. Like, that's what you expect. It's a hard game. Go win it. You're damn Kentucky. Like, go beat them. What are you doing? Let's say they fire the coach and come up with the money. There isn't really, that's also a problem. Like, okay, fire Cal. Who's your guy? Scott Drew? Scott Drew, like, okay, maybe he goes on a run this week, but like Scott Drew, that's the guy Louisville wanted. That's who you want is Scott freaking Drew. That's not a name that gets you excited. Like Scott Drew, I'm like, oh, yay, high five, cool. Like Scott Drew's not, he don't get me excited. Kentucky has to get a few upperclassmen if they want to get back to the Final Four. Yeah, maybe. It's definitely different with the transfer portal now. But I do, like I said, after this year and all the COVID years are done and we go back to normal college basketball and we don't have 26-year-olds playing, I do think freshmen can win. We've won with freshmen. I just think we got to do, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Let's see. Remember when we were happy, be happy Tennessee in a meaningless game. Oh, sorry. I meant to put that up on the screen. Yeah. I mean, well, listen, don't discount that because that was a great win. You beat a top 5 team on their home court. There's no reason to get upset about that. I mean, that's a great win. No, I mean, you go, our good teams. I mean, you go lose at Tennessee. They're good. We go lose at Tennessee, but we're 25-3. Like, it happens. Like, that's not even a big deal. But, yeah, we had every right to be happy and stuff over that win. St. Peter's, Kansas State, Oakland, Michigan, UK doesn't lose. No, you're right. We absolutely don't lose to those teams. And like I said, Kemba Walker, Frank Kaminsky, Luke May, Doug Eddard, this guy, Golke. I mean, that's 5 times we were just not prepared for a single dude, and they shot us out of the tournament as an underdog. Cal's first 7 years were awesome, but has lost his touch and he doesn't look happy to be there. He's something about Cal that I just don't understand, man, is how tense. Like, he makes his teams like just the whole game, all game, just and they haven't been like that all year. This team has been so loose and so free all year. And then they get to the tournament and Cal's tight and he's screaming and these dudes are just like, and Reed is scared to shoot the ball and he's the best shooter in the damn country. I don't get it. I don't get it. No, every freshman's not John Wall. And you don't need every freshman to be John Wall. But you can't have the best shooter maybe in Kentucky history, obviously the best shooter in the country, shoot 5 times and go 1 for 5. Like, at some point, when it happens over and over, your best shooter every year is underperformed. You have Reed Shepherd this year, Antonio last year in the biggest game. Like, the list goes on where our star players shrink. And sometimes they rise up and they play well, but a lot of times under Cal, they just poop the bed. You know, you're the only UK fan I have this post-game live stream. Locked on Kentucky's not going live. UK Reactions has nothing. Hell, nothing from UK Sports Channel or up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm sure, like I said, KSR will put something out probably tomorrow morning as a rapid reaction. And I mean, there's people on here, but it was either go live or try to like compose myself and get a real video out. And that just wasn't happening tonight, to be honest with you guys. And then I work tomorrow. And then, I mean, I don't know. I just felt like going live and showing you guys, like, I'm a fan, man. I'm right. I feel your pain. Like, that's what I wanted to do. So, I don't know. Who am I rooting for now? Let's see. I mean, is Oakland a good answer? I mean, if Oakland wins the championship, we got beat by the best. Like, kind of rooting for Oakland. Not really, but kind of. Somebody post the Tennessee St. Peter's score because that's really who I'm rooting for. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have a team off the top of my head that I'm really just pulling for. I don't hate Houston. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ask me tomorrow. At one point, do we stop saying teams just shoot the lights out when they play Kentucky? No, it's very, very clearly a problem now. There are statistics that show that not just Cal's era, but Kentucky in general, teams shoot crazy against us. But at some point in the past, we beat them. Like, yeah, they shot crazy, but we won championships and we went to Final Fours. And these dudes shot crazy, kind of like what you saw against Tennessee. Connect had 40, but we beat them. Like, who the hell cares what these other dudes do when we beat them? But here recently, we haven't been beating them, and that's the problem. Oh, no, don't say that. That's not the score I wanted to see. Okay, well, go Peacocks. But, yeah, man, this has been 52 minutes of me just venting onto the internet. Subscribe to the channel, please. If you're not already, please subscribe. Go follow me on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Wildcat Cave BBN. Same logo that's here. You'll find it, I promise. Just go follow me there. Subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. Same name, obviously, Wildcat Cave. Follow me everywhere. All that good stuff. We got a lot to talk about this offseason. I'm going to go to some baseball games. I'm not a baseball guy. It's not my sport. But, I'll do some stuff with baseball. But it's going to be a long offseason, guys. We got a lot of time for stuff to happen. Football season, like Brett said earlier, is 155 days away. Not good. Not good. It's been real and it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. You're right about that. You said it's called group therapy. That's low-key why I got on here tonight. Like I said, this wasn't planned. I never have lights shining in my videos and, you can see this isn't planned. I didn't have any of this planned. I got on here because I was upset and I knew you guys were upset. I knew you guys would be on here. So I got on here to vent, I feel like Kentucky is a unique fan base. Win or lose, you do it together. And that's why I got on here, because I knew you guys would show up with literally less than 3 minutes notice that I posted that I was going live. And we got a ton of people on here. So that's awesome. The coach was not kidding about the perfect matchup. No, he was not. They were cocky for a reason. They knew what was coming. It's been okay, we already said that one. Let's see. We a football school at this point. We ain't very good at that either. I mean, 7-5 year after year kind of sucks butt too. One thing for sure, Rick Barnes is much more likable than Cal. I don't like Rick Barnes. And to be fair, what has Rick Barnes ever done? I mean, show me his Final Four record. Show me his Elite Eight record. I mean, he's kind of trash in the tournament. And I mean, they have a good team this year. If he don't make a Final Four this year with the bracket he got and the team he has, let's see. You think UK need more transfer next year and less freshmen? Man, see, I don't know because, like I said, basketball's about to get younger again in college, and we'll see. I mean, we got a freshman class. I mean, we need somebody. We're gonna need older talent next year because our freshmen are not what they like. This year we had like the 2, 3, 7, 6. Like we had just ridiculous recruiting class, like 4 dudes in the top 10, like 5 dudes in the top 20, 6 dudes in like the top 50, or like we just had a ridiculous recruiting class this year, which makes this loss harder. But like I do think it's going to get younger again, but next year it's all dudes like we got the 12 guy and we got the 15 ranked guy. Like, and that Cal just doesn't do historically well with dudes that aren't like elite. But Jaden Quaintance is supposed to be awesome. And like Billy Richmond is supposed to be great. And then you got another Kentucky kid in Travis Perry. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Ask me in October. I don't know. Let's see. I need this. Yeah, dude. Me too. Like I said, group therapy. We're just letting it out, man. This is frustrating. This sucks. And again, Cal has been the coach since I was in 8th grade. How old are you in 8th grade? Like 13-ish? Like, and I'm 28 now. I mean, 15 years of just mostly great memories and just mostly like somewhere, I don't know, I guess I don't have it here. Somewhere I got the number 1 or no one greater hat. Like we won the championship in 2012. I bought the hat. Cal has given us such amazing memories and such great experiences for a 10-year run. And then COVID hit and we have just been bad. Like bad. Like not Kentucky. And tonight, like Kentucky fans had bought all in. We had all bought in. To hell with the SEC loss that I spent however many thousands of dollars to go to Nashville and watch, and to hell with all of it. Kentucky bought in, the fans bought in, BBM bought in, and we come out tonight and just gone in 40 minutes, just gone. After we're built for March and this team is going to be fine and we can score the ball at such a big clip. Gone. In 40 minutes, just gone. It's kind of crazy to think. Maybe we can transfer in an upper class coach. Man, listen, what I will say about Cal tonight, like I said, Cal's been like, y'all see this? It's all mirrored. Okay. Y'all see this picture here? I mean, that's obviously Cal. I sent him a wedding invitation for my wedding just, cause that's what you do. You send it to famous people. And he sent me something back. He's the only one out of 15 people that sent me back a signed picture. So that's awesome. Like anything for that matter. Like he's the only one that responded, which is awesome. And I've loved Cal. I've been such a Cal defender for so many years. And I don't know what I'm going to say in the video that's going to come out this week. I don't know, man. No matter what I say, it's going to hurt. Like, I've loved Cal since I was 13 or 14 years old. And now that I'm 28, like, it's never been bad until now. And I don't know, man. I defended him last year. I defended him against St. Peter's. I don't know, man. I mean, like, flukes happen. St. Peter's happens. Duke has 2 of them. But Kentucky didn't. Now we got like 3. So what do you do? Kentucky's a football school. I don't think that conversation in general is productive to anything football versus. We don't have to choose one. We are Kentucky. We don't have to choose football or basketball because let's be honest, football has been extremely underwhelming in the past few years with the talent we've had. And then it's only getting harder with Texas and Oklahoma coming. So I'll reserve my football school comments until without going into it, 7-5 next year or whatever it's going to be is going to be like an elite season, and I'm skeptical. Yeah, Texas. Well, I mean, if you're talking football, sure, Texas A&M money would be cool, but like Kentucky basketball is making as much money as any team in the country. Like that's a bad comparison for basketball. Like, we're getting all the commercials. We are literally the biggest brand. Drake and everything. Yeah, I'm not worried about NIL with basketball. Now, if you're talking football, yeah, it'd be great to have that money. It's hardest to let go of people you love the most. Well, that's kind of what it feels like, man. It kind of feels like a breakup. Like, I don't want Cal to go. Cal's been great. Like, he's given me the best moments of my life, and now he's kind of taking them away. But I still believe in him. I don't think you just wake up one morning and you forget, like, how do we run floppy action again? Y'all know how to set ball screens? Like, I don't think that just goes away, but like, what has changed, man? Like, if you listen to the people that know, they said the past few seasons, like, people haven't been like connected. It's been really like, I don't know, maybe not segregated, but like, it's been a lot of like cliques. Like, these people like here and they don't like them, and this is, whatever. Shut up, Brett. But yeah, they just like inside the program, there's been turmoil, but now everybody has also agreed that like this team came together and John Welch was in there working and brought these guys together. I think we're going to learn a lot. What I will say is I think we are going to learn a lot about this, like what has transpired this year in the next week or two. I think there's going to be a lot of leaks and like, here's what really happened in this situation type of thing. DeRio MVP, don't listen. Don't listen to him, man. His dad and him have a fine relationship. Trust me. Just don't listen. Don't listen to him. Oh man, let's see. All these inconsistent players other than Reeves. I mean, that's the problem, dude. Like, it's the same problem we've had. Reeves has been our consistent before. It was Oscar. Before it was this guy and that guy. And in these big moments, one dude shows up and no one else does. And that's the problem. Like, Reed could have showed up. Rob could have showed up. Ugo, Z, Trey, Adu. Did I already say Rob? Maybe Rob. Like, whoever it was could have showed up. And only Antonio stepped up in the big moments. So I never want to hear that Antonio wasn't clutch again. Antonio is probably one of the 5 best players of the Calipari era and is going to get zero recognition for it. And everybody else let him down, man. That's got to be tough for him. Like, right after getting an All-American snub, he goes out and is going to get snubbed in his final game because no one gave that dude help. That sucks, bro. That sucks, man. I'll be 28 in a couple months, so I'm right here in the same boat with you. I came under for Cal. Hard to point a finger at him, but here I am. Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously 1996. So yeah, you're about a year younger than me. So yeah, you were like what, 7th, 6th grade when Cal became the coach, and it's just been. I mean, I remember the Tubby years. Honestly, don't really remember the Billy years, but the Tubby years I definitely remember, and I just remember, like, we won SEC championships and we won games in the tournament. I mean, Tubby obviously won his first year when I was like 3, which I don't really remember, obviously. But, like, outside of that, I still remember, like, Kentucky was Kentucky, and we're just not. Like, we haven't been Cal even said this past offseason, we haven't been Kentucky good. And what in the hell is another 10-loss season and a first-round exit? That's not Kentucky good. The 2 biggest tournaments, the only 2 tournaments you play all year, you lose in the first round and you lose 8 other games. That's not Kentucky good, and it never will be. Let's see. Remember Bradshaw against UNC, Florida, Mississippi State, Missouri. Scored 10, then he disappeared. Yeah. Well, I mean, what'd they call Tubby? You all know it. 10-loss Tubby. And here we are. 10-loss Cal. 10-loss Kentucky. And I mean, it's different. I do think it's different. Tubby did not have the goodwill that Cal has built up over the past couple of years. He just didn't. He didn't have that 9-year run that Cal had. And I know everyone wants to stop it at 17, but 18 was good. We won the SEC. And then 19, we were on track to win everything. And then, whatever happened. So let's not forget about that. It has only been since that BJ Boston team that we've been bad. But now it's become a long time. It's not just been 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. It has now become 4 straight seasons of not making the tournament or getting bounced before the Sweet 16. And that's just not Kentucky. Let's see. It feels like Wildcat Cave has the same things for Cal that people have when they. Hey, don't be talking about me like that. Yeah, no, you're right though, man. Like, you're kind of right. I'll put it back up on the screen. You're kind of right. Like, you have that first girlfriend, and you're like, man, I'm so in love, and then they cheat on you, and they do everything else, and you're just like, I should probably stay with her. You know, she's cool still. Like, she's still fun. You know, we had a fun time here recently with her, and yeah, she cheats on me sometimes and she lets me down a bunch, but like, she's cool and she's pretty. So, like, who else am I going to get? That's such a good metaphor and I hate it. UK used to have 7 or less losses regularly. Yeah, no, like I said before the year, man, I said anything more than I think I said 6 losses. Y'all can fact check me. Go back and watch a video. I think I said anything more than like 6 losses was a disappointment, and this has been a disappointment. I don't know how else to look at the season. Like me and again, Steven talked about, you got to do one of 3 things if you're Kentucky. You have to either win the SEC regular season, win the SEC championship, or make a run. And we've done exactly 0 of them this year. For as much knowledge and passion as you could have win tournament game, hold on. For as much knowledge and passion you could win a tournament game for $9 million a year. Knowledge, I would question. Like I said, I'm not an X and O guy. I'm not very smart when it comes to like scheming basketball. But for $9 million, I'd figure it the hell out, or I'd hire some really good assistants. Like, I'd take $5 million a year and give each assistant $2 million and have them do it. Like, come on, that's more than some coaches make for sure. It's time to talk about a new coach. Again, I'm not ready to say any of that tonight. Catch my video this coming week. We'll talk. UK Sports Channel finally posted a video with Reed and Rob, 23 minutes long. Well, I ain't going to catch it tonight. I'll check it out tomorrow. Man, I got to say, guys, I do feel, personally, I feel better. I feel a lot better. This night has made me, I've gotten a lot off my chest. I feel like you guys have vented, and that feels good. Listen, normally you guys know this. Most of you guys that are on the channel right now have been on other live streams. I almost always put up every single comment that comes on, and I'll discuss every single one of them. And we'll talk for about an hour. We're over an hour now, and I've put up like a third of the comments. So I know that you guys feel exactly how I feel on this. And this sucks, man. Like I said, I don't know what other people on YouTube are doing as far as Kentucky fans, like putting up stuff. I'm sure Field of 68 and Sleepers and all the other big media channels on YouTube will come on here and talk about how bad Kentucky was. I don't think we're that bad. I don't think we were bad enough to lose to a 14 seed. Like, we were a good team poised to make a run, and something happened. I don't know if we were just tight. Whatever happened, man. We'll figure it out. But like, shoo. There's coaches out there that want you, and they shouldn't lose to Oakland. Yeah. Hey, man, listen. Like I said, I'll interview. The hell with it. I'll interview. They'll say, what do you know about basketball? And I'll say, you put the damn ball in the basket and you don't let the other team do it. And shit, at that point, it's more than Kentucky's done recently, so why wouldn't they hire me? I feel better too. Happy to embrace the suck together. Yes, sir. It's definitely, misery loves company, and we're miserable. So here's the company. Are you watching the Vols beat the shut up? No, I'm not watching it. Obviously, I'm here talking to you losers, like you Vols fans. Come on now. Get out of here with that. Have fun getting bounced by Creighton in the Sweet 16. Ranting and venting is health. It allows you to get those passionate emotions out and then you think through what was said. I do. Listen, I legitimately feel much better than I did an hour ago. Like, I feel much better. My wife was like kind of being mean to me. Like, y'all can go give her crap in the comments too, because she was being mean, man. I was yelling at the TV for 2 hours. She thought I was crazy. I don't know if she's ever seen me like that. So yeah, she thinks that. Like I said though, go if your wife is like my wife, who is a very sweet woman and I love her to death, but just doesn't get the whole like sports thing, like doesn't feel it like we feel it. Go show her that Stephen Peak video on Kentucky Sports Radio's channel. Like, he did a really good job expressing what it is to be a Kentucky fan. So yeah, go show him that. So, all right, guys, we went an hour, almost 15. We're running out of beer. Like I said, not a bourbon night. Tonight's a beer night. And sometimes you just got to do it, I didn't even realize my camera's back here and everything else. Like I said, didn't plan on doing this. That's okay, though. Subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on Twitter. Follow me on TikTok. All of that fun stuff. It's been great talking to you guys. You guys have given me a therapy, if nothing less. UK fans, sleep good. Another season is on the horizon. Football season is coming. There's going to be videos from now until then. We're not taking a break just because it's the off season. We have lots to talk about. I'm going to do my best to get on here the most I can possibly do. You said Locked on Kentucky's doing a live stream. Yeah, he does a lot of good stuff. Lance Dahl over there. So, I'm about to hop off here. So if you all want to hop on there, see what he has to say, maybe me and him link up this off season and we talk kind of what happened. But I will be putting out a video this week. We'll talk about Cal, his job security this season. It's going to be one you don't want to miss. It's going to be interesting. But until then, guys, go follow me on everything. Twitter, Wildcat Cave, BBN. Obviously, follow me here at the link down below. Leave comments, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family to subscribe. It's going to be a long off season. I need something to entertain me. So I hope that is you guys. And I said in my last video this morning that I will see you in the Sweet 16. And I guess that's still true, but Kentucky won't be there.